What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. So, first and foremost, I just want to go ahead and let you guys know today has been a very busy day. I don't know if it's a full moon or what's going on. Hey, Vern. But today has just been a very active day. Like, if somebody said, let's get active, they got active today. Okay. Everything has just been going here, going left, going right, going here, there, everywhere. I just have been feeling all over the place today. And I just don't understand it. I just want to say, I think it's highly ghetto how active today has been. And I just want to hold space for, listen, I just want to hold space before I even talk about anything tonight. I just want to hold space for how ghetto today has been, how crazy it's been, the amount of just activity today. Whether it's been good stuff or bad stuff, the amount of busyness. Normally on Tuesdays I'm not as busy, but it's been good busy, but then it's been bad busy too. It's been a little bit all over the place. But hey, what's up, y'all? I really just wanted to hold space so we all can have a moment to really just say, okay, is it a full moon? Can somebody check and tell me if it's a full moon or if it's a blue moon or if Mercury's in retrograde? And let me tell you, okay, when things are out of whack with other things around me, I don't know about this. Sometimes it affects me. And even though I am like leveled and I'm good, but when other people are out of whack, sometimes it kind of pushes me out of whack. And so I just wasn't feeling it. Okay, today was ghetto. That's what I want to say. However, I finished something that literally I thought of last night, and I decided, because that's one of my strongest traits, to decide to do the things that may be a little tough, but God has given me the ability to decide, right? So I decided to do something yesterday and finished it today and gonna have it all knocked out. I'm putting together a mini course. And so I'm just excited about that. Okay, I just had to say that. But yes, today was just a little ghetto. If somebody wants to look up and see if it's a full moon, if Mercury's in retrograde, if there's something going on in the air, I don't know if it's polluted, maybe it's super hot outside, whatever. Oh, look, I still got my mic on from recording videos, y'all. I invested in a new mic for my videos, and I'm super excited about this mic because the quality of my videos sounds so good with just this little lapel mic. It was probably about $20 on Amazon. Hey, Lon. But my videos sounded super good when I was listening back to them. But yes, that is what I wanted to talk about at first. I know you're probably like, you were talking about mindset blocks that we would have, and you come on here. Let me tell y'all, that was a whole mindset block right there. Okay. And I will tell you, I wrote down different mindset blocks, and that is one of them. One of those mindset blocks that we struggle with is really, how do we get through the stuff? Like, when stuff starts to happen, do I let it happen to me, in me, around me? What happens, right? And so a lot of times we categorize these things that's happening to us as something way bigger. Okay, so let me give you an example. And I don't know who toes I'm gonna step on when I say this, but does anybody ever say something like, "Ooh, my knees is aching. It must gonna be raining. It's gonna be raining. I can feel the rain coming because my knees is aching." Does anybody ever say something like that when it could just be that your behind just been sitting down all day and you haven't moved around and flexed your knees, or you haven't done any exercise in a while, or you just big, or whatever the case may be? Because I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, I'm not very big, but I got a little weight on my little knees. Okay, so does anybody have anybody in their life like that? And then just imagine how that translates to you as an entrepreneur trying to use y'all. Don't make me laugh on here, okay? Hey, Coach LaQuetta, listen, just imagine how that translates in business, where you're like, oh my goodness, it must be a full moon, so I can't show up today. Every time there's a full moon, all my clients start acting crazy and asking for crazy stuff. So I'm just gonna make sure I shut down for 2 or 3 days. What? No. You still gotta show up. You have to stop classifying things and making it bigger than what it is. Okay? If it's gonna rain, it's just gonna rain. It's not going to, like, your knees hurting doesn't have anything to do with raining. Okay? Just like your mindset is like, just like your mind is putting a bigger label on things than what it is. We do it all the time, so we think it's normal. But in business, it doesn't work that way. Especially if you're trying to be out here in these social media streets and you trying to make sales online. Because let me tell you what mindset will do to you. And we're only on number 1. I don't know how this night gonna go. I could look up here at the top of this corner and be like, oh boy, there's only 7 people here. 7 people. If there's less than 10 people, then that means nobody's going to listen to me. And if nobody's going to listen to me, then nobody's going to buy anything that I have to sell. Y'all look at this number. Y'all check these comments, and y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I do, right? Even in me. But you know I love y'all. But I don't let that number affect me. I'm going to show up and I'm going to do whatever it is that I got to do. It doesn't matter how many people show up, because let me tell you what numbers really matter. When I go back and I check my analytics on my videos and I see how many people then watch these videos, I be shook it. I be like, ooh, oh, they're really showing out. Oh, I didn't have that many people watching the video when I was doing it live, but there are people who come behind me and they will be like, I watched your video when I got off work last night, or while I was working last night, I watched your video. My friend said that today. Her knees are hurting because, listen, we classify things. We give it so much power over us. And it stops us from being able to do the things that we need to do for our business. So when it comes time to make sales and we're online, we can barely ask people to download the free thing. We can barely ask people to buy the $5 product, to buy the $10 product, hell, to even buy the $9.97 product. I have no problem asking y'all to invest $9.97 in me, because I know what that $9.97 is going to bring you. You see what I'm saying? There's a level of confidence that goes into it. And we only on number 1 of mindset blocks that we struggle with. So what I really want to encourage you guys to do is to really look at the things that's stopping you from going forward. What label have you put on it? And then reclassify it. Listen, if you are in... I know y'all probably tired of me talking about this dang on 7-day intensive, but I just dropped into the 7-day intensive and I said, what you doing right now is you're overthinking. You're overthinking, and this is probably number 2. This is a mindset block. Your overthinking is basically holding you up from your blessing. Okay? The fact that the blessing does not look, sound, feel, and smell the way that you asked for it, you're missing it. Oh, it doesn't, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Oh, we're all guilty of it. You ever heard somebody say, I just don't think God would do that to me? No, God would do it to you. He will. He will do it to you if he feels that you need it at that moment. I'm just saying. We have to reclassify the things that we give so much weight to. We have to take some of that weight away. We really have to stop overthinking every single step of the process, because that has to do with perfection. That's a whole nother mindset block I don't think I'm gonna be able to get on tonight. But overthinking really stops us. Listen, I told them something in my Facebook group that I ain't gonna tell y'all, because I know other people watch this live. But line, if you watch the live in the intensive group and you look at what I got on, then you gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not overthinking nothing. See, here's the thing. God gives me the tools. He equips me. He empowers me. He pushes me. He motivates me. So when it's time for me to act and to perform and to actually show up for my business, for myself, for my family, I'm going to do it. And no matter what form that it's supposed to be in. So overthinking will stop you from having your blessings. We need to stop that. Now, I don't know which other mindset block y'all want me to get on. So, see, I don't think we can get on perfection, but perfection, whoo, Lord have mercy, it's a whole other thing, okay? The last mindset block that I really want to tackle is the fact that you feel like you have to do every single thing. Listen, doing every single thing is actually a dissatisfier for your business, okay? If you really want to make sales online, if you really want to have your social media like pop off the way you want it to pop off, there's only so many things that you will be able to do. You have to understand that your zone of genius can only allow you to work in the zone, out the zone, around the zone for so long. You will eventually need somebody to help you do the things that you need to do. We have this thing in the Black community that I'm a strong Black woman. I can do all these things by myself and I don't need nobody's help. I'm an INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that? I'm an independent woman and I don't need nobody. Well, guess what? I'm tired of being independent. I want to need people. Okay. And I love that I have people in my corner who will tell me you need somebody, or you need me, or you need help. Take the help. Okay. I love when I have people who are in my corner who do that thing for me. You need the help. You can't do it all by yourself. That's just being real. A lot of the tools that I have in place is because I have a coach. I hired somebody to do it. I went to somebody for advice or tips or whatever, and I paid for it. Let's just be clear. I paid for it, or I bartered something or whatever. I couldn't do it all by myself. And if I did do it all by myself, no telling how long it would take me to get it all done. So just imagine having to figure out how to do your thing on social media, because one of the number one things that people struggle with is target audience and niche. Just imagine having to figure that all out by yourself. A lot of people struggle with it and consistently struggle with it for so long. Somebody in my intensive said, I have been struggling with my target audience and niche for 6 months, and in 2 days you helped me nail it down and really package my stuff together. In 2 days. Can't do everything by yourself. Sometimes it takes help to get the things done. Okay, let me just say that. Then once you can really figure out, okay, now I got people following me. Once they follow me, they're going to get the things that I have. Then they get the things that I have. Then they're in my ecosystem. How am I going to nurture them? And do I have the things to nurture them? I got to send the emails. I got to post the content. I got to schedule the content. I got to do this. I got to do that. I get tired. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like having a bedtime sometimes. I said sometimes, not all the time. I like having a bedtime sometimes. But what I like more is being able to say I'm like being able to really hit my bedtime. Being able to hit my bedtime. I had to get close so y'all can know how much I value my sleep. I know some of y'all might think I don't sleep, but I'm going to just be real with you. I value my bedtime. Okay? So those are really going to be the things that hold us back. And when I tell you, I was sitting here preparing for this live, and my assistant, she knows, my program director knows, I really don't like to prepare. Yes, you have to set those boundaries with yourself. You're absolutely right. I don't like to prepare for my lives because I really like to go with the flow and I like to just be in the moment. But before I got on this live, I really had to sit with this for a second and say, what were the things in social media which in turn stopped me from making money? And I swear, and look, I'm going to show y'all. I started writing in a list and then it just went crazy. I just started, I just started flowing because it really hit me. These are the things that used to affect me from moving forward with my business, with moving forward from even converting a sale. And I'm going to give y'all a bonus one. The fact that you're not making sales on social media and you're letting that stop you from showing up and grinding and doing the work. Hey, CC, that is a mindset. That's a mindset block. Oh, nobody's liking my stuff. Nobody's sharing it. Nobody's following me. Nobody's commenting. Nobody's downloading my stuff. So I'm just going to not do the things that I'm supposed to do. Nothing was created. Oh, I almost beat my desk. Nothing was created overnight. You got to do the work. You got to grind. You got to go hard. You got to keep going. Nothing was created overnight. Nothing. Let me tell y'all something. Am I doing well in my business? Yes. Can I do better? Hell yes. Absolutely. Nothing was created overnight. I show up and I show out every single day. I'm tired right now. If I can be honest with y'all, I said I wasn't going to say this. I ain't even got a bra on, y'all. I don't know how long all day I've been like this, but I've been working. I didn't have people come to the house because they got stuff going on in the house, and I didn't been like this all day. I ain't even think nothing of it. I just been like, you know what? You here? You got to do what you got to do. I've been working on the desk. I've been on the calls. I've been on FaceTime. I've been on Zoom, and I've been like this all day, and ain't never thought about nothing. Exactly, because I'm going to show up. I am going to be consistent. I'm going to be committed. I know y'all can't tell, but I'm going to just tell y'all, when it really hit me like 30 minutes ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I've been like this all day. But I'm comfortable. Yes. But nothing is going to stop me. The fact that things aren't going right now is really just you planting the seeds, y'all. You're planting the seeds. The problem is we want our seeds to be chemically enhanced. We want those chemically enhanced, antibiotic-induced seeds. The seeds that literally them alien seeds that you put it in the ground and it grows overnight. We want the chia pets. We want the chia pet success. Chia, that's what we want. We want it so quickly. And then when things aren't happening fast enough for us, we get so discouraged that we just stop showing up. Yes. Stop showing up. Stop being consistent. Stop doing all the things because success just doesn't look the way we want it to look. It takes time. It literally takes time. And if you don't allow yourself to be nurtured, if you don't plant that seed, water it. And my coach said this the other day. She was like, turn the pot a little bit. If you don't, figure out if it's too much sunlight, if it's just enough sunlight, if it's raining too hard, do you need to put something over it to protect it? Like, what do you need to do? We don't allow the seed to be nurtured and to grow. And then here's what happens. Y'all ass be done left the seed in the ground because it's not growing fast enough. Forget to water it. Let the soil get dry. Maybe it's too much sunlight. Maybe not enough sunlight, depending on where you're at. And then you're wondering, when you come back later and you're ready to nurture that seed that you planted, you're wondering why it's taking so long to come back to life. Well, you got to revive it. You left it alone. You left the seed alone. You left the seed in the ground. You didn't water it. You didn't make sure the sun was shining. You didn't protect it from the elements. Nothing. And then you come back and you're trying to figure out, why isn't this thing working? Well, your ass didn't gave up. You left it alone. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. I literally had a conversation earlier and I said, I work so hard. I know I'm working hard. I put a lot into my people. I put a lot into my programs. I put a lot into everything that I do. And I really just feel it inside of my spirit. Like in my spirit, I feel like it's about to take the hell off or whatever. Listen, I mentioned making 4 to 5 figures a month. I really feel like I am at that point where it's about to be consistent 5 figures, then moving into 6 figures. I believe it, because this isn't something that I just decided yesterday or last week I was going to be grinding on. No, I decided a year ago, longer than that, when I first made the decision to start my consulting and coaching business. That's when I said I'm going to go all in. There's been days where I haven't wanted to show up. There's been days I've been tired. There's been days where I've been wanting to cry. There's been days where I have just been hurt because people don't show up. People don't invest in themselves. And then I have to remember, if they ain't ready, they ain't ready. Point blank, period. But when I tell you I have the feeling inside my spirit, inside my soul, that God has been working in me, on me, and around me, that he's about to really pull me into that position, into my place where I'm supposed to be. So you mean to tell me this seed that I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I overwatered it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Sometimes I overwatered it because I was like, if I add a little bit more water, maybe it'll grow faster. Okay. No, the seed that I have been nurturing for so long. Yes, he been showing up and showing out. I can literally see a little bud coming out of the ground. I mentally see it. See, this is why we struggle. And this is what holds us back, is that we plant the idea that this is what we want. We pray to God for it. And then when it's time to really allow that seed to grind. And I just want to say to you today, I don't have nothing to offer y'all. I don't have nothing to sell to y'all. I know I was going to stay consistent to our 14-day challenge and give y'all a call to action. I mean, I probably will give y'all a call to action at some point before I end this live. But I just want to say to you today, the seed that you have planted in the ground requires you to be patient. It requires you to nurture it. It requires you to love it. It requires you to give it grace, give yourself some grace. And it just requires you to turn the pot a little bit, to water it. Don't inject it with any chemicals or nothing. Just be you, be patient. It's coming. It's going to happen for you. If you are truly committed to showing up on social media to bring your business to the next level, it's going to happen for you. Yes, my life has changed too. When I found clarity, and Cece, I'm so glad you said that, but when I found clarity and I really got into alignment with my purpose, I started looking at my seed in the ground different. I started looking at my seed in the ground different. I started like, hey, little buddy, you know how people talk to plants, y'all? I started looking at my seed like, hey, little buddy, how you doing today? I ain't gonna lie, I have named my seed in the ground. I've named it. I've named my seed in the ground, okay? And the name has significance, because the name of my seed, it has significance to me. And it's because really I named it because we talk to our plants, right? You know how they say you talk to the plants, it makes them happy, it makes them grow. Well, I've planted this seed in the ground, my business, and I talk to it. I pray to it. I look at it. We laugh sometimes, and I'll be like, ha, ha, ha. You thought I was going to do that thing by myself, huh? But I hired somebody. I got some help. I just have approached my whole seed, and I don't know what's the technical name. My whole gardening skills is just different. So I would have to encourage you to look up how to be a better gardener, how to be a better planter, how to learn how to take care of your plants, how to take care of your seeds. Because tomatoes and peppers are different. Just like bananas and lemons, they different. What's up? Thank you so much for joining me. All of those things are different. So I encourage you to check how you are nurturing your seed that you planted into the ground. And check how you check on your seed. Because are you walking up to your seed saying, is your behind gonna grow? Or are you walking up to your seed saying, hey, my little stinky, how you doing today? Because I promise you, if that seed feels loved and it feels nurtured and it feels watered enough, it feels good, it feels like it's going to the next level with you, you're going to start to see the bud come out of the ground too. I've had this in my spirit all day. If you just now joining me, I was telling y'all how today's just been a little ghetto. It's been a very active day, busy day, right? And I really just felt this in my spirit today. I knew that I was going to talk about this before I even knew I was going to talk about it, which is so crazy. But when I approached the topic, only thing I kept seeing in my head is my seed in the ground, and I literally see a little bud coming out of the ground. When you can see it, that's when you have started to really shift your belief, shift your mindset, shift your understanding that all the things is really about to happen for you. And if you can't see it, you just have to keep going. I want y'all to do a little stretch. I don't know where y'all at. I don't know what y'all doing, but just do a little stretch. I want y'all to just do a little stretch, because sometimes we can hold a lot of that stuff in, and sometimes we just got to let it out. We just got to let it out. Okay. You just got to let it out. And you have to understand that what you're doing will all come to fruition. Everything. You just got to be patient with yourself. Okay? Got to be patient. And stop being upset with God because He's not giving you the thing because it don't look like yourself. Okay? It don't look like the stuff that you want it to look like. Okay? Because me and God, I'ma just be real with y'all. Me and God, we have a funny relationship. Because I be like, okay, homeboy, I see what you're doing. I see. But you guys really just have to understand. And I really, I don't know. She said she's at dinner stretching. She's like, girl, I'm stretching. Listen, sometimes you just got to let that energy out. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes the negative energy will sit inside of my shoulders and right in my upper back. And so I just be like, oof, got to get it out of me. I can't, hey, what's up? I got to get it out of me, because if I don't get it out and it sits in me, then I feel negative. And I'm like, I don't need that. Okay. Like, what? Back up, devil. Okay. But I really just want y'all to know that you have to stop limiting yourself from moving forward and having all the things, the successes, and just be patient. That is, just be patient with yourself. It's all going to come. As long as you're showing up every day, you're not allowing yourself to get down in these ruts and stay there for too long, or to eat. I ain't gonna lie, I love eating cookies. I ain't been eating a lot of them too much lately, but just, yes, Priscilla, grace. Give yourself some grace. Take care of your seed. Love on yourself, love on your seed, and it's all gonna come to fruition, okay? I just had to say that to you. I hope that motivated you. And I don't have a call to action. I know y'all gonna be like, well, you ain't follow it. I know I ain't following my 14-day challenge, but the call to action I'm gonna give you. You know what? I do have a call to action. The call to action that I have for y'all tonight is to really assess your seed and ask yourself, have I been taking care of you? Have I been patient? Have I been watering you? Have I been rotating you enough? And if you haven't, adjust and fix it. Okay, so I'm about to hop off here because I got a few things that I need to do. But I am so glad. Yes, I'm so glad that y'all were on this live tonight. This was so meant to be. But I got a few things that I need to take care of. But I'm so proud of y'all. Just keep doing the thing. I'm just so proud of y'all. Okay, and I will try to be on more of y'all's lives tomorrow. Today has just been a crazy ghetto day, but I'll try to be on more of y'all lives tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace out.